Hi Scorpio, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign, so check them out, check all three out, and remember they're general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody. That is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have the Hermit card. All right, so taking some time out this week, which not necessarily a bad thing. I actually, if anything, I think it's a good thing. Sometimes it's important that we take time out. Lord knows I have learnt that lesson this year. All right, now, the other thing with the Hermit card, if you've been with me long enough, you will have heard me say these words, right? When the Hermit shows up, the High Priestess, your intuition or your inner self, has a message for you. This is a time for you to start getting really clear on how you... not only how you process information, but how your specific intuition speaks to you, and to start really thinking about what it is that you're actually, what is it that you are ignoring? Because I feel like for a lot of you, this might be, maybe your body's giving you a specific signal, maybe you've thought something about a friend, maybe something's come to you, because Scorpio is a very intuitive sign. And it's almost like there's something that I don't feel like this is, the usual life is busy and so I haven't really been able to listen to my inner voice. I actually feel like this is something that a lot of you are actively ignoring. So I'm kind of like, okay. Now, for your actions and options, you've got the Ten of Wands. I love this deck. It's one of my favourites. It was a limited run by R Black. So I don't know if they've got any of them left, but I love them. There's a few things wrong with the deck, but I love it. Now, Ten of Wands with the Hermit card. The Ten of Wands, in terms of your actions and options, this is you relieving yourself of a burden. But because you've got this with the Hermit card, it's almost like whatever you're doing to relieve yourself of the burden is either not good for you, or it's like you're suffering in silence, right? And I don't want you to do that. Reach out, speak to someone, anyone, right, for that matter. If it's not too personal and it's not too private, and let's face it, everything is with you guys, right, then get in the comments and get at me, right? I've got Facebook, I've got Instagram, so there's other ways to reach out. I hope you're okay, Scorpio, is I guess what I'm trying to say. Now, that being said, in terms of the options that are available to you, this looks to me like a moment for you to verbalize something. Only when you do, be prepared for some backlash, because whatever it is that you have to say, I don't even think it's that you're upset in the apple cart. I think it's just one of those times where it's hard to hear because it's true. For your, oh, look, right? Bam, it was so bright there for a second, you couldn't even see it. Ah! Sorry, I'm such a geek. Sorry, I'm having way too much fun here on my own, clearly. That's just a small snippet of what it's like in here, and the level of man-childness that you will come into contact with if you ever meet me. I will hug your bones until they probably feel like they're going to break, and then I will make you laugh with some ridiculous humour or something very inappropriate. Now, you got the Sun card in your communications. This is wonderful. If there is something that you have to say, it might not at first get the greatest reaction, but what it will do is plant the seed for things to change moving forward. The fact that you have the Sun card here means that you are able this week to communicate that much clearer. It's really interesting because at the time I'm filming this video, Mars and the Sun have come into a conjunction. So Mars is Cazimi right now, and in ancient astrology, Mars is your ruling planet. So to see this, for me, I'm kind of like, whoa, okay, that's kind of cool. Now, for those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, the support that you need is absolutely there. It does look like a lot of you will be changing home or location. So let's say you were living in halls and now you're going to need to find a new place to live. In fact, for all of you in some regard, there's going to be some kind of change of location. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, you could find out this week that the premises of your business, or the place that you work is moving. For those of you that work from home, this might actually trigger or initiate a move for you. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, either way, it's going to be welcome news. But it's a change, right? And you're a fixed sign. It's not exactly your favorite buzzword. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, this is some really great news actually when it comes to your business and your finances, or the money that you derive from the work that you do. And then when it comes to those of you that are retired and no longer working, this I actually think is some good news specifically about either your health or the family unit in some way. For your love and relations, you've got the Three of Wands. Beautiful. That's a very entrepreneurial card. So for those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this could actually be something that you and your partner embark on together. That change of home or location could be something that you actually decide on together. For those of you that are not up for moving or changing your location, you'll probably start to work on the home in a very practical kind of way. For those of you that are single and looking, the Three of Wands is a travel card, the Sun card is a travel card, the Ten of Wands is a movement card. So you are connecting with somebody, but it's going to be while you're in transit. Doesn't necessarily have to be abroad. It just means that you are on your way to or from somewhere while you connect to somebody. And I've got to say, it might be sparks fly, right? Look, the Three of Wands with the Sun card, that's actually a wonderful energy for protection, believe it or not. So I love that. And then for your money and materials, you've got the Two of Pentacles. This is actually a good card for finances because it means that you are doing all the appropriate, doing all the things to make sure that your money, your finances, and your resources are solid, or at least they have the potential to remain so. Now you've got this opposite the Three of Wands. Those of you going into business partnerships or considering to partner up or buddy up, it's actually a good way for you to go. I really like that, especially where it is that you and your significant other are thinking about doing something together, whether this is to do with travel, whether it's to do with property, whether it's to do with an international move of some sort. All very possible. It looks like you're balancing the books, but that Hermit card suggests that you just want to, retreat into the Scorpio corner and, do your own thing in the dark. It's not going to cut it this week, all right? When it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Two of Pentacles, and especially next to the Hermit card, your knees, darling. You need to look after your knees. I will say that. And the other thing is, because you've got the Hermit card here as well, I will say this might, I'm not a doctor, I can't give you medical advice. That's not what this is. I will say this week, it would be wise of you to check in with your bone health and your mineral health. All right, I don't know what kind of tests you need to do for that, or who you go to get it done with or whatever, but this might actually be a good time to get those kinds of answers or insights, especially because you've got the Sun card in the communications, which means the information that you're getting this week is that much clearer. All right, especially after we've just had the Kazemi as well. It's so crazy, so cray. I love this stuff. Now, I do want to mention on the 20th of November, so literally a couple of days from now, your annual numerology overview will go live. On top of that, you'll have all of the life path videos, and my annual Astro Tarot videos are going to be up and out there for your purchasing pleasure. They're $7.99 a piece this year, $49.99 for the whole bundle of all 12. Bloody bargain, even if I say so myself. And as if that wasn't enough, a little bit further down the line, I have created a wonderful, I think you're going to love it. If you are into energy work, if you are into really working to advance yourself from a soul and spirit level right through to the practical level, if you're into manifesting or anything like that, trust me, what I have for you, I think you are absolutely going to fucking love. And for once, I'm going to blow my own trumpet. what I've created is bloody awesome, and I'm really, really proud of it. So stay tuned, and you will be seeing about that. Now, finally, when it comes to your home and environment, this with the 10 of Wands. So in order for you to move, to change locations, or to do something from the home or with the home, you will need to take some kind of move, or what's the word that I'm looking for? You'll need to, the numbers will need to be right. Okay, and I think this week there's going to be a lot of processing around the numbers, the finances, the resources. All right, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.